Do you struggle to see enemies in Deadlock, getting a whole bunch of frame drops, and maybe even want a pretty cool crosshair? Well, luckily enough, I'm here to give you what is, in my opinion, the best settings for Deadlock. Subscribe if you're new, like the video if you like it, and let's get started. So for our in-game settings, the first thing we're going to do, of course, go to settings. So for options, my mouse sensitivity is 1.06, my zoom is 1.0. Again, this is all dependent on you. I'm at 450 DPI. My crosshair settings, don't look at my crosshair settings. I actually have console commands that I'll give you. They'll either be on screen or in the description. But coming to video, be using the custom resolution, 16:9, whatever your monitor settings are. Now, for the rendering, we're gonna put fastest. It's just better for more FPS. For use advanced scaling, upscaling technology, we're gonna use stretch. Stretch is not going to use a ton of your GPU or RAM or CPU. So you want stretch as it's going to give you the best performance, I would say. Render quality is at 100. Anti-aliasing, you could either have it none or have it FXAA. So it's going to be, as it's only a small, so that's consistent performance cost. And this makes angles and whatnot look a lot sharper. So if I were to turn this off, this is what it looked like. Again, it's not the biggest difference or factor, but it's definitely something you could use. Next, screen space is off, distance field is off, as these are moderate consistent. These are moderate varies. Motion blur off. I don't know why you would ever play with motion blur. Shadow quality is going to be on low, texture is going to be on low. None of these are selected. And I have my maximum frames cranked all the way to the max. So with the shadow quality, it can matter. You can use these shadows. You can put it on higher so you can see enemy shadows easier. So you can try to get the jump onto someone, but it's a performance cost and it's completely up to you. Texture quality, again, you don't need it like super high unless you're playing the game to look at the, the graphics. So keep that on low. None of these are on. You should have none of these on. Again, of course, if you're trying to make it look nice, then of course you can use them. But these are my preferred video settings. Better FPS and performance, of course. Audio, I usually have it out, but I have turned down for recording sakes. Keybinds, everything is default. But there is something I want to talk about. Now there is something I want to talk about, and that is quick casting. See, what quick casting is when in MOBAs, especially it's super noticeable in League of Legends, but the term is for using abilities and not having to click your mouse after. So essentially, as I press 3, you can see that there's an area or like an AoE that I can see. I see the pattern, I see where it's going to land, I see the area of effect. But in a quick cast, you don't need to press this, it would just instantly cast. So how do I actually bind it? Come into keybinds, come down to ability keybinds. I remove the one ability. I come to console. I didn't copy and paste my bind in, where it's bind 1, and then it's telling the ability to attack. Ability 1 attack. So now if I bring it in, you can see, you notice that there's no marker here. But I could come into keybinds, I could put 1 here, and then it's still bound. So if you wanna, you can swap between the two by binding and unbinding it in the keybinds. For video's sake and to tell you exactly what the quick cast is, we're gonna do bind 3, which is the AoE. You can see I tap it once, there's no area of effect that comes up. It's just instantly pressing and instantly throwing out. Now you can come to settings, go to keybinds, come here, go to 3, put it in, and you see I have it still. I go back, I remove it, and then it's instantly back to a quick cast. So you can indefinitely swap between the two for every single item, for every single ability that you have. So you're not forced to just play quick cast or the regular casting system. I think they plan on having a system or a setting involved that allows you to swap between the two, but this is definitely the easiest way to have quick casting and normal casting. Again, I'll have all of the commands in the description down below. If I come into curse, apply it to something, you can see it's hovering, and I can press and click it and use it whenever. But when I go to my keybinds, I have it on C. Come here, go to keybinds, go to C, I remove it. It just instantly casts. It doesn't give that, range effect. This is something you'll definitely benefit from and give you a slight advantage against your opponents until they realize that you can turn on quick casting. But again, you can easily swap between the two. Again, go here, put it back, and then I have it back. But anyways, that was my quick little guide on video settings and quick casting. If you found this video useful, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. But anyways, I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.